You can't be a prophet. We already have a prophet. I hear this concern often, and it is a valid concern because there are more than a few people who claim to be prophets and yet contradict God's living prophet. But have you never read in Numbers chapter 11, which shows that there are different types of prophets? And Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied, and did not cease. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And there ran a young man, and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, My lord Moses, forbid them. And Moses said unto him, Envious thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put his Spirit upon them. Now there is a caution here, because after this encounter, some of the Lord's people, notably Aaron and Miriam, got big-headed about this idea that they could be prophets, to the point where they used it as an excuse to complain against Moses. In Numbers chapter 12, we're going to see how the Lord feels about that. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, Come out ye 3 unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they 3 came out. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I the Lord will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. With him I will speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. It's very clear from these passages that the Lord differentiates between prophets with a lowercase p and prophets with an uppercase p. Both can be true prophets, and we need the blessings of the gift of prophecy at a personal level. A similar encounter occurred in the New Testament in Luke chapter 9. And John answered and said, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and we forbade him, because he followeth not with us. And Jesus said unto him, Forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us. This is consistent with the words of John in Revelation 19 verse 10. The testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. Concerning prophets, it takes one to know one. If someone knows Jesus, he will be able to detect whether another's testimony contradicts that witness. Prophets edify one another. Each one of them might know something about Jesus that he has learned through personal experience that others do not know. We do not need to live in fear of spirits that we do not understand. The Lord gave the solution to this problem in Doctrine and Covenants, section 50. If ye behold a spirit manifested that you cannot understand, and you receive not that spirit, ye shall ask of the Father in the name of Jesus. And if he give not unto you of that spirit, then you may know that it is not of God. Many do not allow themselves to come to this point of humbling themselves before God and asking him for a spirit that they do not understand. Instead, it is often more comfortable to prejudge those we do not understand. But if we ask God to give us the spirits that we do not have, if it is of God, he will give it to us based on our faithfulness and pondering.